or small size companies, majority of them. So probably proper stratification of the data of the taxpayers was required to be completed at first stage. Then doing the random balloting out of that would have given probably the better results. Then transparency and fairness in selection of auditors. I would say I have observed as a ICAP from ICAP side on LTU Karachi and RTO Karachi, the appointment of auditors amongst the auditees were done through balloting. So I would say, nothing can be more transparent than this. Although there may be a situation, for example, the size of the auditor or the size of the auditee may not, equate in some situations, but still the process is transparent. And I think the similar bases are adopted in Lahore and Islamabad and other cities. And above all, ownership by all stakeholders. If there is no ownership, when I say ownership, we don't say ownership by Federal Board of Revenue, but the ownership by the representative of Federal Board of Revenue sitting here. That is very important. FBR leadership seems committed to move this program as a success. And similar is the ownership by our community, the chartered accountants, and the tax advisors, and above all, the taxpayers. Then, integrity, independence, and professionalism in tax audit. Primarily, I would say the huge amount of liability or responsibility lies on us, the chartered accountants as auditors. This particular point I'm addressing to my own fellow professionals. Then, continuity of the process. As I said in the beginning, the finance minister, the current finance minister of Pakistan, thought of this process. And the success of the program should not be and cannot be judged on the 1 year's program or exercise. India, as I said, took 25 years to reach to this present position, but they did not discontinue. They keep on improving, keep on improving. I'm sure when they started in 1984, their framework, their audit plans, and their business was not as big or as good as it is now. So the continuity is an again important, I would say, challenge for this whole process and program. Of course, this document is not final. There may be certain shortcomings in the present tax audit framework prepared by ICAP, and maybe people have, the members, the tax consultants, lawyers can identify 10 weaknesses in this tax audit framework. We never claim it's perfect. So we should, rather than criticizing that it is not a perfect document, suggest for improvement. Because it's easy to criticize. But what we look forward is that if there is some positive suggestions to improve, I think both ICAP will come forward, talk to FBR. I'm sure the FBR will also be happy to improve upon, and that this is how the law or the documentation or the practices involved in any society. And again, I would say that, for example, I told you that this document was prepared in June, September, and after that there is a change in the hierarchy or the titles of or functioning of the tax department. So this has to be accordingly amended. This will require a revision. Then, again, I would say potential litigation. Knowing our society, maybe some unhappy person, for whatsoever reason it may be, may knock the door of the court and ask to stop the process. This is again challenge. So we can only cover this challenge or protect against it if there is ownership. And then, of course, training on both sides, on the ICAP member side and on FBR side. Training again is a big challenge with continuity. So if we wanted to have this program to be run with success, we have to overcome these challenges or the issues. There may be 10 others, which I cannot think of, but probably the audience will share their views with us now. So the purpose of today's program is to share what at ICAP we considered appropriate. We developed something, presented to FBR, but before presenting to FBR, in fact, we exposed it to our members for comments. But unfortunately, I say with some regret that not a single comment we received from our members. Not a single comment. So whatsoever the efforts are, a very small community, small number of people. So if you people, my fellow colleagues, consider that this is something is not right or need further improvement, please come forward and suggest. Don't criticize. So with this, thank you very much.
In view of the fact that we started a little late, we had originally intended to have prayer breaks 15 minutes down the line, but I believe there's no point in starting the panel discussion now when the Asr prayers have, the time has come for Asr prayers. So why don't we basically have a break for Asr prayer now for 15 minutes and then we'll start our panel discussion. For the benefit of those who wants to say their prayer, arrangements have been made outside as well as on the first floor. So we will basically reassemble in about 15 minutes time, say about like 10 minutes to 5.